touchdown receptions. It's the Eagles and the Giants. All that and more coming up next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Straight ahead, we've got a rematch from last year's AFC Divisional Round. The New York Giants taking on the Eagles of Houston. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
It's the second of 3 on this Christmas Day with the Giants and Eagles, and off we go in Philadelphia. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So here are... It's ready to start their initial drive of the game. Now leading them out, someone who's forged an excellent career as a 6th-round pick way back in 2011. From Virginia Tech, Tyrod Taylor.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
The numbers for Shepard in last week's game, 9 catches, 84 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the
blitz coming, and down he goes. That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. But just 2 plays in, Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, that didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. That's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Escaping the pressure. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. This is a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football, and he's got a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Hurts to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it. Back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd down, here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. Drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nolan Smith in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action, it's Taylor. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Nolan Smith, what a start to this ballgame. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Nolan Smith, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And you can see by the X next to their name, they have clinched the NFC East already. For the moment, though, they would host a wild card game in round one.
And for me, it brings back memories about how tough it is.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Watkins with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they would play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis.
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, he sheds himself free. New York ready to go again offensively. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Third down and 13. Taylor. That is caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Taylor going to run the action right. And now off to the races down the right side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we've got 3rd and goal coming up. And can you imagine being in that hole, partner? You know they look at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than... And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Well, not content with the first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out comes Houston. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one. And I was...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. His 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Nolan Smith, a late first-round pick, in on the tackle.
Now Taylor. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Play action. Here's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Watkins on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits on there? And he wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. On first down, it's Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 20, here's 2nd and a couple. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against them?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Gano's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. We'll see a return here from the end zone. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for the deep ball. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Off to the races. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 38 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On third down, Taylor. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Watkins, 78 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now we'll get a stoppage here, as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. On the counter, Hunt. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half. I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. The loss results there.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And, CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possession.
This is caught at the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 63 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing is Hurts. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A.J. Brown, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor. Well, that's complete to Shepard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
A goal-to-go situation. But my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Cross Watkins, 91 yards.
And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster. They end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And Taylor's throw there should have been intercepted, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just 1 yard away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they do a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Taken in at the 11. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Rolling to his right. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be caught for the Eagles. Touchdown. Watkins, 32 yards.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants.
Ready?
They'll throw on first down with Taylor.
The short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And his pass incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense. Give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Taylor on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. Here's Taylor. Catch made here by Campbell. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And he's got it. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Gano for the extra point. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fair catch called for and taken down near the 5-yard line, and this will come out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown. Final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Elliott now to have the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes again. Touchdown. Chris Watkins, 91 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.